The year is 1227, a single empire sprawls across the Asian continent. From the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe, a single name evokes fear and awe: the Mongols. History remembers them as brutal conquerors, and they certainly were. But the Mongol Empire was more than just bloodshed. It was a whirlwind of change that forever altered the course of globalization, trade, and cultural exchange. We often picture empires built on centuries of slow, steady expansion. Rome comes to mind, or perhaps the Ottoman Empire. The Mongols shatter this image. In just a few decades, they carved out the largest contiguous land empire the world has ever known. How? That's the story we're about to uncover. This isn't just ancient history. The Mongol Empire's influence echoes through the centuries, shaping the world we live in today. Their story is a reminder that even the mightiest empires rise and fall. It's a tale of ambition, strategy, and the enduring power of human connection across vast distances. So saddle up and let's ride alongside the thundering hooves of the Mongol hordes. Prepare to journey back in time to discover the secrets of their meteoric rise and lasting legacy. Before the conquests, before the empire, there was a boy named Temujin. Born into the turbulent world of the Mongol tribes, his life was anything but privileged. Imagine a harsh, windswept steppe where survival was a daily struggle. That was Temujin's reality. Orphaned at a young age, Temujin learned the brutal laws of the steppe the hard way. He experienced betrayal, imprisonment, and the constant threat of rival clans. But these hardships forged within him a steely resolve and a keen understanding of human nature. He knew how to inspire loyalty. He knew how to exploit weakness. Through cunning alliances and strategic victories, Temujin slowly united the warring Mongol tribes. His vision was simple yet radical: to replace tribal squabbling with a unified Mongol nation. In 1206, at a gathering known as the Kurultai, he achieved this vision. The Mongol chiefs proclaimed him Genghis Khan, the Great Khan, the ruler of all. Genghis Khan understood that true power lay not just in military strength, but in uniting diverse peoples under a common banner. He broke down traditional tribal barriers. He implemented a meritocratic system, promoting individuals based on skill rather than lineage. These innovations would prove crucial to the Mongol Empire's success. The Mongol army was a force unlike any the world had ever seen. Imagine a vast, disciplined horde of horsemen sweeping across the plains. Their speed and agility were legendary, covering vast distances in days, appearing where least expected. The Mongols were masters of mounted archery. Their recurved bows could fire arrows with incredible accuracy and devastating power. Picture a hail of arrows raining down on enemy lines, sowing chaos and breaking formations. This was a constant threat, as Mongol warriors could shoot accurately even while riding at full gallop. But their tactics went beyond brute force. Genghis Khan was a brilliant strategist, constantly adapting to his enemies. He employed psychological warfare, using terror and disinformation to demoralize opponents before a single arrow was fired. They mastered siege warfare, using sophisticated catapults and gunpowder weapons acquired through conquest. The Mongol army was also remarkably adaptable. They learned from their enemies, incorporating new technologies and tactics into their arsenal. They weren't afraid to retreat if necessary, drawing enemies into traps or wearing them down through attrition. This combination of military prowess, strategic brilliance, and adaptability made the Mongols nearly invincible. With Genghis Khan at its head, the Mongol army embarked on an unprecedented campaign of conquest. They swept through Central Asia, crushing the Khwarezmian Empire and conquering Persia. Cities like Bukhara and Samarkand, renowned for their beauty and learning, fell to the Mongol onslaught. The Mongol advance didn't stop there. They pushed eastward, conquering the Jin dynasty in northern China. To the west, they stormed through Russia and Ukraine, defeating the armies of the Kievan Rus at the Battle of Kalka River in 1223. Their victories weren't solely due to brute force. Genghis Khan understood the importance of logistics and intelligence. He established a sophisticated courier network, allowing for swift communication across his vast empire. He employed spies and envoys to gather information on his enemies, exploiting their weaknesses and divisions. By the time of Genghis Khan's death in 1227, the Mongol Empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the Caspian Sea. His successors, Ogedei, Mongke, and Kublai, continued his legacy of expansion, conquering the southern Song dynasty in China and establishing the Yuan dynasty. The Mongol Empire had become the largest contiguous land empire in history,